Hi, welcome everyone to the title The Effects of Use of a Metacognitive Strategy on the Language Anxiety of Missionaries at the Missionary Training Center. This is the most important and it is so exciting, especially for the language learner. So what the important thing is and what the situation is inside the lesson we will learn together. Okay. First, I want to explain to you about the language. Language is the important thing that we use for communication, and it is the most important. Yes. But the first of the problem of language, we must understand the introduction to the problem. Yeah. That's very important. And what is the meaning of introduction to the problem? When we clear to the problem, we will know the meaning and we will know how to use it, especially we will know how to properly communicate. Yes. So introduction to the problem with the current path for more communicative language learning courses, there has come a change in the methodological issues researchers and teachers face. Past research has often been concerned with finding the method for successful language learning, with the general focus often being more on what has been referred to as talking about the language. Present research and findings in the language learning field indicate that there really is no right method for learning of foreign language. Rather, it seems to become clear that the focus should be on real communication or the type of meaningful communication that exists in the real world. Yes, that is the meaning of introduction to the problem. All right, and that is number one. And the number two is we must know the statement of the problem. Yeah, that's the second thing we must declare. Yes. So what is the meaning of statement of the problem? The meaning is anxiety as a common phenomenon in language classrooms that is typically perceived as a threat to language learning. Yes. Horthites, 1986, has found that students generally experience significant levels of foreign language excited in at least more aspects of language learning. Yes. That is the point of statement of the problem. Yeah, that's the second thing. Very, very specific or important, basic or the primary. Yes, and the third one is significance of the problem. Significance of the problem is a very, very important as well. And what is the meaning of significance of the problem? Significance of the problem, we declare here, language anxiety can significantly hinder students' learning effort in several areas. Yes. Some of the principal difficulties that can arise from language anxiety includes cognitive interference in processing language, discrepancy between proficiency and production, and unpleasant learning experience, and negative attitudes toward other languages and cultures. This is the meaning of significance of the problem. When we declare the first, second, and the third, we will get the point. Alright. And number 4, we must have the purpose of this study. Whatever we do, whatever we go, or wherever we go, or anything else in our lives, if we want to do something, if we want to go somewhere, we must have a purpose. And the purpose, what is the reason why we must do it, and why we must go that area? Yes, so this is the purpose of studying, or the purpose how to study the language barriers. Yeah, this is important for us as a Christian. Yes, we must understand the purpose in life. Yes, so what is the meaning of purpose of this study? The purpose of this study is to examine the effect of metacognitive language learning strategy used on foreign language excited. Yes, there is a primary point or primary meaning of the purpose of this study, and then any researchers, including Ford, Cohen, Lavin, Yakos, and Schulter in 1990, they appear to declare or departed the meaning of purpose of this study. Effort 1946 and McIntyre in 1964. Yes, they have suggested examining the relationship between language learning strategies and affective factors. Yet, most of the research concerning language strategies seems to focus on proficiency. Yeah. And this purpose, we can see the properly way that most of the philosopher or the success person, they mention or give the meaning that the meaning relationship between language and language learning and strategy. Yes, that's most important for all of us as a language learner. Yes, and next is overview of the procedures. Yes, procedures. This is also the important part of the lesson, and get the important thing as well. So what's the meaning? The participants in this study will be missionaries, young men and women, typically aged 19 to 21, studying French as a foreign language at the MTC. The study will involve 12 districts or classes of native English speakers. Yes, each district consisted of 10 to 12 missionaries. 6 of these districts will serve as a control group, whereas the other 6 will be experimental group. Yeah, all right. This is with the 2 group. Implementing a self-monitoring metacognitive strategy. That is the meaning of overview of procedures. Yes, and the next we can see assumptions and limitations. Assumptions and limitations is also the most important of this part for the lesson. And what is the meaning? One's assumptions of this study is that the strategy training will be sufficient to accomplish its purpose of helping participants to effectively implement strategy used in their learning. Yes, we can see very excited and very basic on the lesson. There is no consensus as to the best way to present the learner. Strategy training set forth in 1996, though researchers have identified some necessary tutorial if Oxford in 1994. Yeah, they declare about assumptions and limitations. That is very important as well. And the next, how to be a better language learning document. This is like the question in our lives, especially for the language learners. Yes, we may ask ourselves how to be a better language learner. Yeah. How? Yes. How it means we talk about to looking for the way to help, yeah. Looking for the way to be complete, and looking for the way to be a success. All right. Yes. So I will give you the meaning as well, and it's also important. Yeah. The how to be a better language learning document. Yes. And the meaning is when missionaries enter the MTC, they receive a supply packet that includes a document entitled How to be a Better Language Learner. Yeah. How? Yeah. That is the philosopher. They also, or the missionaries, they also question that way. Yes. This document is a list of language strategies that has been complete for the missionaries' use. Yeah. So the missionaries, they gave the way how to be a better language learner, or how to be a better language strategy in their ways. So we will see what the ways they use. All right, and it's very important. All right. The document divides the strategies according to their focus into 10 sections that are as follows. Yeah. So the missionaries, they told us here, they mentions here that the document divides the strategies according to their focus into 10 sections that are as follows. So what is the 10 ways to be a better language learner document or language strategy learners? All right. So what's the 10th? The number 1 is maximizing your language study. Yes, maximizing your language study. When we know that, we will improve. All right. And the second is learning language texts. Learning language texts. Yeah, that is the second way to help. And the third, speaking. Speaking. When we want to know something, we try to speak more and more, like a practice. When we more in practice, we will more improving. All right, yeah. And number 4 is listening. Listening is very, very important. Yeah. If we're not listening, we never know what is the pronunciation and how to understand. Yes, that's why the missionaries, they gave here the number 4 is listening. Try to listen more and more so we can more understanding. All right, and number 5, reading. Yeah, we try to listen, but we also try to read. If we just listen, we understand, but if we not read, how can we speak? How can we communicate with them in language learner, yeah, or language strategies? All right. And number 6, writing. Yeah, writing also important. We able to speak, we able to read, we able to hear, but if we not able to write, that's the matter. That's the matter. Yeah. So we must understand, must reasoning well, we must read, and we must write. Yeah. And number 7, learning grammar. Learning grammar. That is for when we have education. All right. When you have education, they need the right grammar. As we practice in English grammar, we will try to put the right sentence. Yeah. Number 8, learning missionaries discussions. Yeah. Learning missionaries discussions, it means learn from the success person. What the missionaries they faced, they tell us, and that is a way to be success as well, as we follow them, because they already success. And number 10, spiritual and mental preparation. Spiritual and mental preparation. I speak about the spiritual of faith, spiritual of diligence, spiritual of excited, spiritual of intelligent. Yeah. When we speak about spiritual, it means not in the body, but in faith. Example like this: the things we don't know, but we try to looking for. Example like we don't know, but we pray to God. We pray to God. God, what is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning of this way? And what is the meaning of this situation? When we ask God in prayer, as we have spiritual and mental preparation, when we ask, God will tell us what is the meaning and what is the right to us. As we preparation, as we thought in mind, in motion, how can I do this? And what is the best I must do? Yeah. Spiritual and mental preparation. So this lesson is very, very excited for language learners, and will be or help those people that they decide to learn or follow this lesson will be improved, because the missionaries, they also mentioned and gave the way to be success or to be a language strategy learners. Yeah. So this is my presentation to all of you, and I hope that you will get the important thing as information. So I pray that God bless all of us, and welcome to my presentation. Thank you.